So here's my character design. I'm going to save it for my professor. I pull down File, and instead of Save As, I'm going to export. This is a little bit different from Photoshop or even a lot of the Adobe products. Export, export as, and here it says Save as File Type. I click on that and I can choose JPEG or PNG. Either one is fine for me. I'll say JPEG. And up here is where I decide where I'm going to save it. I'll save this in my pictures, but you need to have your own folder that you know where you're saving things for this class. And hit export. I have some options here, and my default is CMYK, which is fine, but RGB is, red, green, blue, that's kind of for screens. But it doesn't matter, either of these is fine. You're just documenting your character design, and then say OK. So it should be in my pictures folder, and I want to check and make sure, but I won't show that here. Then here's my Illustrator, my After Effects, excuse me. And let me actually open a recent here. Here's a character, anim. So here's my little design. Oh, I still have some of it turned off, but there's a little animation. And so it is a video that I want, right? So File, Export, again, for After Effects. Add to Adobe Media Encoder Q. This is a little weird, but Adobe has its own media encoder that is not attached, is not part of the software of Adobe After Effects. It's its own software. I believe because there's a licensing issue for MP4s. MP4 is a proprietary format. Somebody owns MP4 format, and so Adobe has to pay to be able to export to MP4, and so they do it just once because they use it on just this software. For instance, you can export videos directly from Adobe Illustrator, but not MP4s. So I use the Q. So I have several that have appeared here, but the one at the bottom is the most recent one. And if I don't want to export these, I can delete them, I think, with just the delete button on my keyboard. So I want this this main stage cam is what it's called. And this is the export type, H264. If you don't see that, although that is the default, I believe, the drop down, you'll find it down here just like fourth in the row. H264 is MP4. That's just what they're calling it here. So that works. And then this is the output file location. So I'll put this in my videos because I put the other one in my pictures. But you will have your own place, maybe on your desktop, to put things from your course. And I say save, but this doesn't do anything until I click the play button, which is right up here and looks familiar. It's a green version of the regular old play arrow. When I click that, I'll get a loading bar at the bottom here, and we should be able to see the video it play through here very quick because it's a short video. And so the thing to do next, although I won't show it here, is to get that video file and play it back. Because if you have sound on it and there's no sound in your playback for some reason, or there's 15 minutes of just black at the end, and maybe you don't want that. All these things can happen, and you don't know until you've played back your video, and then upload those to your digital portfolio. And the way to do that is to open your digital portfolio and drag them from your desktop or wherever. Just drag them and drop them in your folder that you're shared with me. So it's simple drag and drop process. And that's how to turn in Illustrator files for your character designs and any animations you might want to turn in of your characters.